Hello, High Esoterica viewers. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for the first 2 weeks of November 2025 for the energy of the collective. I'm going to be using Wyspell Wild Reflections Tarot deck. Let's get started. I set the intention for an amazing reading for the collective for November 2025, the first 2 weeks. What is the energy that we are all going to be gifted? Just need one card at a time. How does November begin? Oh, we're going to take. Let's continue. How does that first week of November end? Oh, very interesting start to November. Let's see what's happening in the second week of November. How does that second week begin? Oh, there we go. We're still getting a bunch of cards. I'm finding it interesting that everything is appearing face up. Right, it has the middle of this second week of November for the collective. What is the energy? Oh, finally. How does the second week of November end? What is the energy for the collective? No more than 2 cards. 1 would be fine. Oh, 1 card. No, it's 2. All right. That is a good start for the first 2 weeks of November. Let's see what we got. This is the first week of November 2025 and the second week of November 2025. If you are new to my channel, I always read the definitions given by the author and the illustrator or artist before I give my own interpretations and channel any other messages for what the cards and the energies might be telling us. So let's begin. We're starting November with the Star. Just because you see cards upright or reversed, we each have the ability to pull the energies from both the upright or the reversed energies presented here. The Star being a major arcana card. She's upright. I'm going to read what the Star is. The major arcana cards have a more overarching theme, energy, whereas the minor arcana cards are more about the day-to-day. Right at the beginning, 3 major arcana cards are going to really be stronger energies for the collective in this very first week. And I see this one and the Death card and the Chariot card as the major arcana cards for the second week. The rest, we'll see. Some beautiful pictures, beautiful images. I do love this deck. The Star. The Star card brings hope, renewed power, and strength to carry on with life. It shows how abundantly blessed you are by the universe as evidenced by the various things around you. Remember that you hold within you all that you need for your fulfillment. The only thing that you need is courage. For this, you have every reason to rejoice. That's beautiful. The Star card is hope and inspiration, positivity, faith, renewal, healing, and rejuvenation. In the reverse energies of the Star, hopelessness, despair, negativity, lack of faith, despondent. If you're pulling more from that energy, the challenges that you would normally see as exciting may instead make you feel as though you cannot overcome them. The Star reverse card asks us to nurture our sense of hope and positive energy to help propel our actions with joy instead of fear. That's beautiful. The Star is a beautiful card of hope. It's very easy to tap into the positivity of that by just tapping into your own hopes and wishes and dreams. The second card for November is Justice. It is upright, so I'll read that first. Justice, karma, consequence, accountability, law, truth, honesty, integrity, cause and effect. The Justice Tarot card appearing in a reading signals that a judgment will be made fairly and accordingly. The decisions that you have made in the past will be carefully weighed with fairness. If you have been wronged, the appearance of this card may bring you a sense of justice and relief. On the other hand, if your actions have caused pain to others, this card serves as a warning to take responsibility for your actions and make amends. In the reverse meaning of the Justice card, injustice, retribution, corruption, dishonesty, unfairness, avoiding accountability. The reverse meaning of justice in tarot is to show that you are living in denial. You are not willing to accept the consequences of your actions or those of others. Taking action gives you a chance to change and stop judging yourself. In legal matters, this could represent an unjust outcome of a cause that you are not willing to accept. Very interesting. Moving on to the Hierophant, and it is upright. Tradition, social groups, conventionality, conformity, education, knowledge, beliefs. To see the Hierophant in a reading is a spiritual search for meaning, focused on improving moral qualities. Perhaps the path of a wise teacher or an official teacher will come to help you in your spiritual search. The Hierophant card suggests that it's better for you to follow social structures which are established and have their own traditions. You might be involved in certain ceremonies, rituals, or other religious trappings, for instance. If you're feeling the reversed energies of rebellion, unconventionality, nonconformity, new methods, ignorance, when you see the Hierophant in reverse, it may mean that you are feeling particularly restricted and even constrained from too many structures and rules. You have a particularly strong will and desire to regain control and break free from the shackles of convention. Also, not bad. None of these are bad. These are great cards. So, these major energies of hope and fairness and maybe structure, maybe spiritual guidance, spiritual connection. These are all very strong energies that are going to, I think, be a guiding force for the collective. And you can tap into these and really find your own dreams, your own wishes, and really tap into the energies of that, and having the help of the Justice card to get you on your way to what you want with fairness and equality. The Hierophant always there to help you connect to your traditions, connect to your beliefs, to make your wishes start to come true, whatever this star, whatever this wish, this desire is. So I'm feeling kind of magical around November. Let's continue with the Three of Wands energy. This could be coming in towards the middle of the week. Energy also, I'm going to say, moves at its own pace. Sometimes it comes in slow, sometimes it comes in fast. So just being aware of what energies are being presented for all of the collective, we know that we can each tap into any of these energies, positive or negative, to create the reality we want. The Three of Wands, momentum, confidence, expansion, growth, foresight, looking ahead. The meaning of the Three of Wands suggests that everything around your plans is going smoothly, because you have taken the time to plan your future and are taking steps to turn your plans into action. The Three of Wands can indicate that you are in control and have a strong position. Just like the character that overlooks sits calmly and strong in the card, the Three of Wands is one of the main cards that represents foresight and vision. Very nice. In the reversed energies of the Three of Wands, restriction, limitations, lack of progress, obstacles, delays, and frustration. The reverse Three of Wands indicates that you may have embarked on personal journeys or developments, but have not received the achievements that you were hoping for. It can also mean that you need to take some time to plan your future, especially if you have not started on your long-term goals or have become overwhelmed by the tasks that you force now or will have to face soon. Oh, that's interesting. The next card, the Six of Swords. Since this card is in reverse, I'm going to read the reverse of that first. Stuck in past, returning to trouble, running away from problems, trapped. The Six of Swords reversed indicates the asker may feel stuck in a situation or circumstance. They have been procrastinating on making a change out of fear of discomfort and the unknown, hoping everything will resolve on its own. This card is a reminder that discomfort is sometimes a necessary stepping stone towards a happier future. Positive developments will show up along their path, but they must take the leap and embrace their inner strength. That's okay. So even in the reverse, the six it still feels stable. In the upright, moving on, departure, leaving behind, distance, accepting lessons. Six of Swords represents transition, change, and holding on to the past. The asker is currently going through a transformational period that involves shifts in their love life, career, or living situation. This card may also symbolize travel the asker may need to take alone. They may be feeling separation anxiety from loved ones, but they are making the right decision for the future. Well, that's really interesting. Moving on. The Two of Wands, and it is upright. Planning, first steps, making decisions, leaving comfort, taking risks. The Two of Wands card means that you are beginning to envision your objectives and long-term goals before you set out to achieve them. In summary, the Two of Wands meaning revolves around making decisions. In other words, you are either satisfied with your current knowledge or you are moving forward and taking risks. In the reversed energy, bad planning, overanalyzing, not taking action, playing it safe, avoiding risk. The reverse Two of Wands suggests the need to establish long-term goals. Begin the process by identifying what is important to you and setting up your goals accordingly. Another meaning of the reverse Two of Wands suggests that you may have ignored important details associated with planning your future. Lack of proper planning could be the reason for your downfall. Another Wands, we have the Queen of Wands, and she is upright, confident, self-assured, passionate, determined, social, charismatic, vivacious, optimistic. Queen of Wands represents self-confidence, independence, and courage. This card symbolizes the growth that takes place along the journey to become a strong and self-assured individual. The Queen of Wands acts as an extrovert, enjoying healthy and inspiring competition. Such a person is able to create an atmosphere of confidence that attracts others. In the reversed energy of this queen, demanding, vengeful, low confidence, jealous, selfish, temperamental, bully, the Queen of Wands reverse can signify the asker is experiencing low self-confidence and self-belief. They have been hiding physically and emotionally, isolating themselves from others. Nervousness and inflexibility can interfere with your plans. Your ambitions are unreasonably great. Beware of sticking your nose in other people's business. Don't try to force your values on others. Very interesting. And now we're going to the Page of Wands. So we kind of had like a progression with 3, then we went back down to 2, then we jumped to Queen, and then we're coming back down to the Page. So there's a lot of lessons in the Wands. The Page of Wands is upright, adventure, excitement, fresh ideas, cheerfulness, energetic, fearless, and extroverted. The Page of Wands represents sparks of creativity, inspiration, and energy. The asker may be experiencing the excitement of new ideas, big goals, and an eagerness to achieve their dreams. Soon you will receive good news or have new opportunities. The spirit of competition is in the air. Now is the best time to successfully start a new project. Ooh, that's exciting. In the reversed energy, hasty, impatient, lacking ideas, tantrums, laziness, boring, unreliable, distracted. Perhaps all your problems are caused by haste and inconsistency. You do not feel stable in work or in a new project. During this period, you are experiencing stress due to the fact that your life is full of unexpected changes. Be careful. Do not rush to trust the first person you meet. You risk being deceived. Unreasonable and stupid boasting can lead to problems. Wow. All right, so in this first week, let's go back. We have the star, hope and guidance, followed by justice, which is decisions, balance, legal affairs. Then the Hierophant, unity, marriage, and education. Then we get into the wands. Threes are usually expansion. Wands are creating. They're action cards. They're you creating, bringing your ideas into your reality. Swords are going to be your thoughts, your ideas. So we've got a lot of creating here on this end. There was actually a lot of thought, sword energy in the last month of October. And you might want to go back and watch that to see how we've got these healing cards and getting our affairs in order and coming back to our traditions. Actually, the Hierophant was in, and Justice were both in the October readings. So it's interesting to see them back. It means that their energies are not done with us. But the star, I think, gives hope to the ideas, the thoughts that were in October. And there's more action here with these wands to take those ideas and do something with it. The Six of Swords is definitely taking your ideas. Either you choose to act on them or you just stop and you stay stagnant. So it's always up to you. But twos and threes, we want to expand and be balanced. The Queen is the master of manifesting, and the Page is still learning, but they've done their education. So maybe college student here, and this is professional manifester. Then when you get to the King, he's the master and he's kind of CEO, delegating. Wow. Okay, let's move on to the second week of November, starting with Death. Again, a major arcana card. Transformation, endings, change, transition, letting go, release. The Death card signals that one major phase in your life is ending and a new one is about to begin. You just need to close one door so that the new one can open. Another meaning of the Death card is that you are about to go through a major change, a transition, or transformation. The old version of yourself needs to die to allow the new you to be created. In the reversed energies, fear of change, repeating negative patterns, resisting change, stagnancy, decay. The reverse meaning of the Death card is still about change, but it suggests that you have been resisting it. You may be worried about letting go of the past, or you may not be sure about the changes you need to make in order to move forward. While it's natural to feel afraid, you should trust that you are taking the right steps and move forward. Life moves on, so fighting the passing time will only leave you with regrets. Wow. Okay, let's move on then. The Knight of Swords. And he is definitely taking his ideas out into the world. Upright. Knight of Swords. Assertive, direct, impatient, intellectual, daring, focused, perfectionist, ambitious. The Knight of Swords represents energy, speed, and determination. The asker is highly ambitious and motivated to manifest their ideas. This card is a reminder to slow down and enjoy the journey. This card also signifies the asker's goals are within reach. They are ready to bring their plans into reality with focus, strength, and courage. Ooh, I like that. The reversed meaning of the Knight of Swords: rude, tactless, forceful, bully, aggressive, vicious, ruthless, arrogant. The Knight of Swords reversed indicates the asker is either scattering their energy in too many places or is going full speed ahead with a decision without a plan. This card is a reminder to slow down. This card is also a sign they must make time to connect with their inner voice. When we are going 100 miles an hour, we often lose sight of our soul's ultimate purpose. Whoa. Okay. Well, you just went through a transformation, so I know you're excited to get going with these new ideas, but maybe slow down and enjoy the journey. And we've got another knight, the Knight of Wands. This guy's going really fast on his motorcycle while this guy's taking the slow boat. with his dog and really enjoying the views. The Knight of Wands, upright, courageous, energetic, charming, hero, rebellious, hot-tempered, free spirit. The Knight of Wands represents adventure, pursuit, and passion. This card signifies the asker may be in a period where they are charging ahead with a creative project. Explore the horizons that exist outside your comfort zone. The Knight of Wands can also indicate travel and the urge for adventure. It is time to embrace spontaneity and fearlessness. If travel is not possible, the asker is encouraged to try new activities and break free from their routine. In the reversed energy, arrogant, reckless, impatient, lack of self-control, passive, volatile, domineering. The Knight of Wands reverse can signify the asker has a buildup of creative energy and motivation but feels confused about how to best channel it. This card can also indicate the asker has worked hard on themselves internally. Now is the time to apply the lessons they have learned to move ahead in their life. Look for answers within and see how this wisdom can help navigate the impasses that may be encountered. Wow, that's really exciting. And then to have a king. We've got a King of Pentacles. King is going to be the master of our resources. So things must be going right. The King of Pentacles, upright, abundance, prosperity, security, ambitious, safe, kind, patriarchal, protective, businessman, businesswoman, provider, sensual, reliable. The King of Pentacles indicates your involvement in business and streamlining the financial aspects of life. Right now, your first priority is stability, both in the future and in the present. Your patience, honesty, kindness, and loyalty will be rewarded. You can get sound financial advice. Practical actions and conscientious behavior will lead you to success. In the reversed energy, greed, materialistic, wasteful, chauvinist, poor financial decisions, a gambler, exploitive, possessive. There is a danger that your focus is solely on money. The King of Pentacles in a reversed position can also warn against dishonest deeds, for which greed and selfishness are hidden. If the asker is working towards a goal, this card asks them to be extremely decisive and clear about their direction. They are encouraged to take time to plan their objectives, breaking them down into realistic steps. And then we have another Pentacles. This one's a 4, and it's upright. Possessiveness, insecurity, hoarding, stinginess, stability, security, savings, materialism, wealth, frugality, boundaries, and guardedness. The 4 of Pentacles represents our financial mindset. This card tells the asker to review their relationship with money and consider whether they possess a mindset of scarcity and fear of not having enough. This card encourages the asker to reassess the belief systems underpinning their financial life, while also considering implementing new habits or a financial plan for the future. And if that doesn't feel like you, then you are probably pulling from the reversed energy, generosity, giving, spending, openness, financial insecurity, reckless spending. This card encourages the asker to reassess the belief systems underpinning their financial life, while also considering implementing new habits or a financial plan for the future. When reversed, this card also reminds us not to put too much emphasis on the material side of life. Instead, it is important to focus on gratitude and let go of excessive attachment to possessions. It is a time to surrender and trust that everything will work out as it's meant to. Pentacles is about your attitude and beliefs towards your resources here in the 4 of Pentacles, so understanding how you are feeling. Maybe you need to save. Maybe you have enough and you can spend a little. Just check in and see, because you really want to grow. Sometimes, especially if it's a new project, you have to spend a little, you have to invest in your dreams. The Chariot. We've got another major arcana card, and it's movement. The Chariot, and it is upright. success, ambition, determination, willpower, control, self-discipline, focus. The Chariot Tarot card is all about overcoming challenges and gaining victory through maintaining control of your surroundings. This perfect control and confidence allows the character to emerge victorious in any situation. You will be able to stay on the chosen path if your decision is firm. Your strategy should be to move forward decisively and have a clear, defined goal. In the reversed energy, forceful, no direction, no control, powerless, aggression, obstacles. The reverse Chariot's appearance in a reading can help you realize that you have started too many projects at the same time and are now unable to resolve all conflicts in time. The Chariot reversed meaning can also be an indication of a lack of control and direction over your life. You are at the mercy of opposing forces and obstacles and cannot seem to muster the strength to take over. Now remember, these are just energies, and you can perceive your reality however you want to. Knowing that this could happen, that you've got maybe too many things that you're trying to launch into success or trying to fulfill, too many things happening at once, that maybe you should be aware that this energy could tackle you and pull you in a lot of different directions, and you're going to have to make a decision on which one is the most important. So just be prepared, because this energy is lurking and it's going to come at all of us as a major arcana card. The Ten of Wands and its reverse, so I'll read that first. Failure to delegate, shouldering too much responsibility, collapse, breakdown. The Ten of Wands reverse signifies that the asker has been working very hard for an extended period of time while carrying responsibility and burdens for others. This card tells the asker they can find release from unnecessary responsibilities and delegate some activities to others. Life is not all about the grind. The asker must take time to engage in activities they love. In the upright position, burden, responsibility, duty, stress, obligation, burnout, struggles, completion, relief. The farmer in the image is determined and steadfast, even though he is struggling. This shows that you are a strong and capable person, even when you are feeling overwhelmed. The Ten of Wands can also be a reminder to take care of yourself. The Ten of Wands can also be a sign of progress. The farmer in the image is almost finished sowing his field. This shows that you are nearing the end of a difficult period. And it certainly sounds like it. Sounds like we are off and running with energies and ideas and trying to make sure that we're going to make it and we're going to get through it. We end this first 2 weeks with the Five of Swords, and it is reversed, so I'll read that first. Reconciliation, resolution, compromise, revenge, regret, remorse, cutting losses. The Five of Swords reverse can often show up when the asker is having trouble moving on from someone in their life or feels they are in a never-ending power struggle. This card can also show up when the asker is feeling unfocused in their energy or is not making progress on a project despite their constant efforts. The asker is encouraged to be patient with themselves and focus on taking small, consistent steps in the direction they are hoping to go towards. It's really interesting if you are feeling the upright energies of this card. Arguments, disputes, aggression, bullying, intimidation, conflict, hostility, and stress. The Five of Swords can represent conflict, a feeling of loss or procrastination. You will need to suppress your pride and accept some restrictions. Only then will you be able to continue with your plans. Aggressive actions will also not help you achieve the desired result. Perhaps you listen to the opinions of too many people instead of drawing your own conclusions. You need to be wise enough to accept all that you cannot change. So fives are usually a little bit of conflict, a little bit of chaos. It's usually growth, and it's that awkward growth that you just need to overcome the challenge, and then you'll get to 6, which is another stability moment again. So hopefully that's waiting for us in weeks 3 and 4 of November. But before I finish this, I wanted to pull a oracle card, and I'm going to do it from the Pleiadian Oracle. This is by Flow Karuna. So I set the intention for clarity for all of us in this first 2 weeks of November from the Pleiadian Oracle. Just one card. There it is. What a pretty card. Taking chances. Put that in the middle. Oh, I opened right up to it. That's kind of amazing. It was meant to be. You, as a Pleiadian starseed, have been built with a multi-sensory perception field that allows you to sense subtle realities, doorways, and multiple entrances, which give you glimpses into other timelines and possibilities for your life. As a starseed with these abilities, you have less to lose when taking risks as a result with these sensory perception tools within. This card comes to remind that within yourself is a built-in knowing to sense the future and guide your way on a path of the greatest success and reward. Now is a keen opportunity to take a risk, take a chance, and move in the direction of your soul dreams. Know that rewards always involve risk, but these risks have been greatly reduced through the inner technology that is built into you as a Pleiadian starseed. We want to remind our star family on Earth that you can overcome fear and walk towards the life you desire. Seek to enter the silence and explore what path you should take in this moment. Know all guidance will be truthful when one is attuned to their highest self, which is always readily available when requested. Now is a great time to take a chance and know that when you jump, you always have wings available to fly. Additional meanings: time of prosperity, infinity, psychic powers, star guidance, risk taking. I chose this deck because of the energy channeling that I did today for the month of November, and it was just such a beautiful message about the energies that are coming to, I think, do exactly this, to help us achieve all of our dreams and take us into our future realities, towards our best selves, to our highest timeline. And I really feel the energy of momentum and wanting to, again, release anything that does not serve us and just keep going towards this amazing future that none of us have actually experienced before. And it's just going to be filled with blessings and joy. And don't allow the old view of yourself, allow that transformation and recreate yourself new. This is the time to hope and wish and dream a whole new version of yourself. And October was a little chaotic, so I'm really loving the energy of November already. This is just gorgeous. So I'm super excited and I'm happy to be on this journey with all of you. Thank you so much for watching, for liking, subscribing. It means a lot. I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye for now.